When people talk about legendary Japanese performance cars, names like the Supra, Skyline, or Lancer Evolution usually dominate the conversation. But long before modern all-wheel drive performance cars became common, Toyota had already created something truly special. A machine built not for comfort, not for luxury, but to survive and win in the most brutal racing environment in the world. That machine was the Toyota Celica GT-Four. The Celica GT-Four was never meant to be just another sporty coupe. It was born directly from Toyota's ambition to dominate the World Rally Championship. At a time when rally racing pushed cars to their absolute limits, Toyota knew that success required more than just power. It required balance, durability, traction, and reliability under extreme conditions. Snow-covered roads, loose gravel, mud, rain, and sharp mountain passes were the real testing grounds. And the GT-Four was engineered to handle all of it. When the ST185 arrived in the early 1990s, it immediately stood out. Under the hood sat the now legendary 3S GTE engine, a turbocharged 2.0-liter, four-cylinder that quickly earned a reputation for strength and resilience. On paper, the horsepower figures didn't look outrageous, but real performance was never about numbers alone. Paired with a permanent all-wheel drive system, the ST185 delivered grip and stability that few cars of its era could match. No matter the surface, the car felt planted, confident, and ready to be pushed harder. Driving the ST185 was an experience that demanded attention. The turbocharger didn't deliver instant gratification. Instead, power built progressively, followed by a strong surge that rewarded precise throttle control. The steering felt heavy but honest, constantly communicating what the front wheels were doing. The suspension was firm, absorbing rough surfaces while keeping the car stable at speed. There were no electronic aids to save you. The connection between driver and machine was direct, mechanical, and deeply engaging. This character wasn't accidental. It was exactly what made the Celica GT-Four so successful in rally competition. The ST185 helped Toyota secure multiple World Rally Championship titles, proving its capability across different terrains and weather conditions. Drivers trusted it because it was predictable, tough and fast when it mattered most. It wasn't fragile. It was built to endure punishment and keep going. As the competition grew stronger, Toyota refused to stand still. Engineers took everything they learned from rally stages and poured it into the final evolution of the GT-Four. The ST205. This version felt more aggressive in every way. The body was wider, the stance lower, and the aerodynamics sharper. The massive hood scoop wasn't a styling choice. It was a necessity for cooling a more powerful and refined version of the 3S GTE engine, with increased power, stronger brakes, and improvements to the all-wheel drive system. The ST205 represented the peak of Toyota's rally-inspired engineering. It felt tighter and more focused, especially at higher speeds. On winding roads, the car stayed composed, pulling itself out of corners with relentless grip and confidence. The balance between front and rear traction gave the driver the freedom to push harder without fear of losing control. Yet, despite its performance, the Celica GT-Four never tried to be flashy. It didn't rely on luxury or excessive technology. Everything existed for a reason. Every component served performance, durability, and control. This purity is what makes the GT-Four feel so special even today. In a modern world filled with electronic driving modes, artificial sound enhancement, and digital steering feedback, the Celica GT-Four feels refreshingly honest. There are no filters between you and the road. Every vibration, every boost surge, every change in grip is felt directly through the steering wheel and pedals. It's a driving experience that demands respect and rewards skill. Today, clean examples of the ST185 and ST205 are becoming increasingly rare. Enthusiasts and collectors value them not just for their performance, but for what they represent. They come from an era when manufacturers built cars to win races first, then adapted them for the road. The GT-Four is a reminder of Toyota's golden age of motorsport, when engineering passion mattered more than marketing trends. Driving a Celica GT-Four today feels like stepping into rally history. It's not about chasing the fastest lap time or the highest top speed. It's about feeling connected to a machine that was designed with purpose and intent. Every drive feels meaningful, every corner engaging, every acceleration memorable. The Toyota Celica GT-Four is more than just a Japanese performance car. It is a symbol of determination, engineering excellence, and competitive spirit. Decades later, it still stands as proof that true performance isn't just measured in numbers, but in how a car makes you feel behind the wheel. And that is why the GT-Four remains a legend.